today I'm going to show you how I got a look out of this wig that I rushed and made one day, and I just so happened to find it at the bottom of my suitcase. Forgive me, I am out of town, so I don't have everything I need. Pretty soon I'm sure I'll realize that I was not getting the cut recorded on the camera. So just to say a little bit about cutting, I was trying to go more for a blunt cut all the way around, but it ended up coming out more bobbish because I started in the back and the wig was kind of slanting backwards. So if you want to give it more of an even cut, make sure you kind of pull the wig towards the front more. That way it's going to seem like you're cutting longer in the back, but really you're not. You're going to end up cutting it evenly across. So now I'm just going to go through and tweeze the front where I want the middle part to be. Just make sure you don't tweeze too much or you'll have a wider part. So as you can see, I have cut it into a bob, and because it's an older wig, I have a little piece left out, but I'm just going to clip that and straighten the wig. So even though I was only doing this wig for Facebook and YouTube, I'm still going to glue it down, first using alcohol to rub my edges, then using Got To Be because my braids are so old, and putting the glue down. Now I just use the bottle because after all, I'm not trying to get this to last weeks, but you want to make sure it's clear at the top like mine, and then place your wig. Usually use like a comb or something so that the oils in your skin doesn't get on the glue and make it harder to stick. Okay, so I got this primer just from the normal drugstore, and I use about 2 or 3 squirts and covers pretty much my whole face. I love primer just because how it makes the skin feel afterwards. I don't really see much of a difference from putting my makeup on with it or without it. As you can see, I fluffed my eyebrows out with the comb. That's pretty much optional to me. Again, I don't see a difference. But after I go through and outline my eyebrows, I like to use that same comb just to kind of smudge in the eyeliner. Now, I only use black for certain hairstyles because it might be too much volume if I use black for like a blonde or something. So it all depends. I either use black or I use brown to fill in my eyebrows. Now if you want to get that front part kind of lighter, I would say use the eyelash comb just to kind of smudge in the eyebrow pencil. Now I use red because red covers dark marks and green covers red marks. So I usually get a little red and a little dark around my eyebrows, and I use that and blend it in. Now I have 2 concealers. I have one that's more my skin tone and one that's a little lighter. The one that's a little lighter is the one that I use around my eyebrows. Concealer is just the best thing known to man. It can really take away anything. It can pretty much take your eyebrows. That's why I'm so messy with it, because I know the concealer is just going to clean it right up. After I put the concealer on, I like to smudge it out a little so that it's not too thick when I go in and blend it with the brush. So now I'm going to take the same orange and green color corrector and go over my face, which is usually my favorite part, and I can actually just wear this out and about without doing my makeup. Now, I was taking a medication that kind of made my face break out a lot, so I used the orange for all of the dark marks in areas where my face was breaking out, and then I used the green for any red marks where my face normally just gets red for some odd reason. Now, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and leave me a comment about anything else you would like to see me do. Yes, I just sprayed myself in the face. And I'll use this spray, which is from the drugstore, also with my blending brush, because you want to have a wet blending brush so that all of the makeup stays on your face, at least as much as possible. Now you'll notice that I like to go back in and make the colors darker, just adding more pigmentation to it. I got these palettes off of preciousfranchise.com. I'll leave the link below. To get my crease, I go with Vaseline and a makeup wipe. Now I'm going to go above my crease. So when I blink, that's my crease. But I'm going to go above it and wipe the makeup off above the crease. That way, because I have a hooded eyebrow, it will give me a bigger eyelid. So when I open my eyes, I don't have to worry about the concealer getting at the top. And when I open my eyes, you'll be able to see the makeup design that I did. Now me and freehand don't work, so I use a brush first and then I go in with the concealer and just do whatever it's gonna be. So I'm gonna go above the eyelid again with the concealer, then I'm gonna go in with a red off the palette from Precious Franchise. After I do a red, I'm going to go in with a gold shimmer. I saw this look actually on YouTube from someone else, so I just wanted to try it. This is like my second time doing the crease for hooded eyebrows. I always like to put a little extra eyeshadow towards the inside, kind of gives the nose a little slimmer effect between the eyes. Now when I go in with my foundation, I found this method works better for me because I don't like so much makeup on my face unless that's what I'm going for. But if I'm going for more a natural look and a dramatic eye, I like to put my concealer in a certain area, my foundation in a certain area, and my contour in a certain area, and just blend it all together versus doing concealer first, then foundation, then going in and contour. It just becomes too much sometimes. So really, if you follow these methods, you will see the difference that I'm speaking of. I go through and I like to blend out light to dark first. I accidentally started on my foundation when I usually like to do my concealer first, then foundation, then contour. You guys probably wouldn't believe that I've done maybe 5 or 6 videos on my makeup, but this is the only one I decided to put on Facebook and on YouTube for some reason. But I'm gonna go in now with contour on my nose with my hands. It tends to work better than with the brush. The brush usually gets it everywhere for me. My hands kind of keep it where it needs to be and gives me that slim nose. I also take contour around my jaw in a powder form just to kind of hold in the contour that I did with the cream stick. And I take a lighter contour powder and go over the concealer. I do bake. I just like to use the powder contour also before baking. I find that if I don't do blush, my face just kind of seems not happy. So I like to add a little blush, and that way it makes me look more vibrant and woke. Highlighter is your best friend, and don't forget it. I put highlighter everywhere, but on these areas I'm only going to do my nose, above my lip, my jawbones, above the blush, and my eyebrows. Now I'm using this also from Precious Franchise, which are the matte lipsticks. This is my first time using the black matte lipstick, which is smudge proof, waterproof. I tend to do my lips differently. It all depends. I kind of like this way more, just going right over the widow's peak versus going in and carving it out. Now you really want to use a brush instead of pushing your lips together like I did, and I will show you why later. But now I'm going to go in with the other matte, which is a pink. And then I'm going to go in with a nude. Now this is when I should have stopped. Instead, I kept mushing my lips together and I got this. Now I'm going to have to go back in with my pinkish purple and make the best of it. Everyone knows you don't play with black. So I'm going to go in now with a concealer just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. And then I can put a red on top of it to bring all of the colors together, because I originally didn't want a pink lip. So now that I have my red lip, I can go in and just clean up around the black. That's why, again, I'm just so messy and free-handed, because I know I have this concealer that's gonna everything back together. So thank you guys for watching this video. I will show you the end look at the end. Don't forget to like and comment. Thank you.